How challenging is it to incorporate a new guy this close to opening day?
It's never easy this close to the game, but he's a smart dude, and you can see it already. He has a high football IQ. He understands route concepts and what offenses are trying to do. So, I mean, today, first day, he already made a play, so he's going to be a good addition for our defense.
What play did you make?
I just had a PBU on the sideline. It was a really good play, showed some range, so really excited about him and what he can do.
Who was the PBU on? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Marcus, I guess on the other side of that, Anthony Harris, someone that you got close with. What can you say about, his demeanor, his maturity, his situation?
Yeah, man. I mean, he's a great dude, great teammate, great leader. Reached out to him already, but it's just unfortunately that's the business side of this things, and we wish him the best in what he's doing, and we're very excited to have CJ coming in, and I think he's going to do some good things for us.
How much will you put on yourself to try to catch him up as quick as you can?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, someone who's been here already, I'm definitely taking amongst myself to help him out with the playbook and bring him along. But as I said, man, first day he's already showed that he understands what offense are trying to do. He understands defensive concepts, so he did a good job, I think, for the first day picking up the playbook so far.
You said a few times this summer that the chip on your shoulder doesn't go away. But was cut down day different for you this year than it's been in the past?
Yeah, it was a little different, but it's still the same old thing for me. I don't really try to get into that mindset of ever getting comfortable or complacent. I just always keep looking ahead and keep on pushing.
When you think back to the first time you saw the playbook that Jonathan Gannon was using, how long did it take you to feel like you were comfortable with all the terminology, with all the concepts and everything? You can just play with your physicality instead of having to go things through your mind.
For me, I had already coming from Minnesota. There was a lot of similar things, similar terminology and similar concepts. So for me, it wasn't too bad. It was kind of really a refresh for me. There were some new things, but I felt pretty comfortable coming in just because I had already kind of been in a similar system.
Marcus, seeing A.J. Brown every day at practice, what excites you most about being his teammate?
He's just a playmaker, man. He's a dog, big physical receiver. He goes after the ball, runs good routes, and he just has that mindset of even after he catches the ball, nobody's going to tackle him. So really excited to see what he's going to do this year for us as well.
What did you see from Reed Blankenship coming in as an undrafted guy and making this team? Did you see that evolution throughout the summer?
Yeah, man. Reed has done a good job since he got here, man. I'm really, really happy and excited for him because he earned it. He deserves this. He showed it throughout camp. Every day he just got better and better. He took the coaching, corrected his mistakes, and then when the preseason came, he did a hell of a job tackling, and it really stood out. I mean, everybody saw that hit in that last preseason game. So, I'm really, really excited for Reed because he truly deserves it.
How excited for you to start the season? I mean, as starting safety.
Yeah, man, it's very exciting. I've already started watching a little bit of Detroit, this week just because had a day off yesterday. So, I'm really excited for this season. Have really high hopes for this team, but we gotta, just keep pushing, keep coming into work and working each day, and take this thing one day at a time, one game at a time.
Have you given yourself a moment to kind of reflect on how far you've come in your career this offseason?
Nah, there's too much ahead to kind of sit back and reflect on that. Kind of my mindset is once you kind of start doing that, that's when you start feeling comfortable. So, like I said, I'm always looking for what's next and what's to come.
This is a new secondary in a lot of ways. I mean, Bradbury's new. He just signed a safety slot guy. You're in a new role. What do you feel like the personality of the secondary is, the vibe? How would you define this group?
It's a brotherhood in there. This is one of the best groups I've been around. There's just everybody supports each other. We have each other's back, and it's a really good vibe in the room right now. I really like where it's at, and you can kind of see it translate onto the field in terms of communication and kind of being on the same page. I think a lot of that has to do with how we are off the field and, the brotherhood and the bond that we have off the field as well.
Someone who's a safety here already, what do you think the transition will be like for CJ coming from a slot position in New Orleans to a safety next to you here?
With him, you can kind of see he's a ball player, man. Whatever the coaches ask him to do on the back end, he has a skill set to do it. So, I don't think I think whatever position or wherever they try to put him at in the defense, he's going to excel because that's just who he is. He has a skill set and he's a ball player.
You've seen kind of like the safety room when you first got here, you know, being guys like Malcolm and Rodney and, you know, and Anthony and everything. You know, what's it like to kind of have it totally turn over where you're probably like the most senior guy in the room?
Yeah, you know, for me, I try to learn a lot from those guys, and the biggest thing I took away from them is to always come into work every day and just keep working, whether times were good or bad. Man, they always had the same attitude. They always kept working, kept pushing, and they just showed how to really be a leader in good or bad times and always handle adversity well. So, you know, that's kind of what I do. I'm not really the most vocal guy. I just try to come in and lead by example. Just do the right things every day, work hard every day, and keep getting better every day.
Is it kind of strange, you know, being that senior guy right now? I mean, after, you know, all the guys you had here before?
Not really. You know, I mean, I feel like, just like I said, the vibe and the culture we have in the DB room is really good right now. You know, starting with Slay, he's a great leader. So, you know, I feel like, you know, everybody, we just mesh well together. So I don't really feel like I have to do anything extra or step out of my frame to lead. You know, I just keep doing the same things every day because we have a really good vibe and we all really mesh right now.
As far as the green dot goes, you know, is that going to be TJ or are you going to be the green dot?
Right now it's been TJ, so that's what I assume it's going to be.
Okay, well, thanks, Marcus.
Thanks, sir.